From rap to a drug, they were calling me. All that hate, it don't bother me. I'm ducking them fed.
Welcome to Design on My Shoe podcast with Goldmouf.
And I got a very special guest on today. He's dropped hits for some of the biggest artists in the music industry. Gucci Mane, Nicki Minaj, Usher, City Girls, just to name a few. He goes by the name of Mr. Hanky. How you doing, Hank?
I'm good, man. Good to see you, Goldmouf.
Yeah,
man. We go way back, man.
Yeah, man. Nice to see you, man.
Hey, man. I like this. It's dope, man.
Yeah, you know, it's a shoe podcast, bro. You know what I'm saying? I want to promote nice shoes on here. We could talk about fashion.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that was the whole idea of me creating it.
Okay.
And it's a pleasure to have you on here today.
Yes, sir. Let's do it.
Yeah. So, what you been up to lately?
Man, you know, still making hits, man. Still doing the music. Got a lot of new music coming out, new artists, new projects. I got an instrumental project dropping soon. People just, you know, they just like to vibe the beats nowadays. Sometimes they don't want to hear what the artist got to say. So
Yeah.
I'm just gonna give them what they want. You feel me? So between that, I got a nonprofit called Clean Energy Culture, to where we addressing environmental issues in the Black and brown communities, and more importantly, in trying to empower, those people through entertainment. You know what I'm saying? Just kind of, so it don't come off like we preaching to them.
Yeah.
But just kind of educate them on little things like the energy burden, where that's like where in our communities the energy bills are like at least 25% higher than other communities. So yeah. See how your face look?
Yeah. And I'm trying to figure out what got you on that path. Like,
man, just talking with one of my partners. He was managing the artist, and one day I just asked him like what he do, because I kind of like to get to know the people I work with. And he said he's an environmentalist, and so he told me about the energy burden. The conversation just kept going. It's so many issues, like how when you look at a lot of stuff that's going on. We're the ones that's always got allergies. We're the ones that always got asthma, kidney problems. It ain't always just from smoking and drinking. It's really the environment. So we, just been working on that, and just still living my best life.
Yeah.
In the process.
Yeah. So like, who do you got helping you with the developments of your non-for-profit organization?
My business partner Michael Hawthorne, my boy Chris. I mean, we got a whole, man, we're a whole nonprofit,
I see it's something you're passionate about, too.
Yeah, it's always good, man. It's, once
outside of making hits.
Yeah. After a while, man, at some point the party got to stop. And, you kind of grow up and you realize there's other issues besides turning up and drinking tequila and getting lit all night, you know what I'm saying? So,
and you want to contribute more so to the world, have a more, positive impact.
Yeah, I got to contribute more than twerking. You feel me?
Yeah,
and walking around the club saying "fuck everybody." You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because you did actually. Speaking of twerking, you actually made that hit "Twerkulator" for the City Girl.
I got a few records like that, but that one too. Yeah,
that was one of the big highlight records that you made, "Twerkulator" one time. Yeah,
yeah, man. So, still doing the music thing, man, but just kind of building it's all about legacy at this point.
So how did you get your first start into music? Like,
honestly, man, it started from birth. My mother, she's a classically trained musician. She played organ, pipe organ, all kind of piano and everything. So growing up, me and my sister, she's like 3 years younger than me. We going to choir rehearsals and symphony rehearsals and stuff at Atlanta Symphony Orchestra. So we was the little kids. If you ever been to a rehearsal, the little kids running around. That was me and my sister. So at that point, we both learned how to play, on our own by ear. And I picked up trumpet at age 7. Started taking private lessons at 7. My sister started playing clarinet and violin. So it's just been in us. And
yeah, because I did read that. I did a little research on you, and it says that you was really instrumental. You was real big at the trumpet, and you also learned how to play the piano.
Yeah.
So you just don't make beats on. You actually play instruments.
Yeah, I play a lot of instruments. Play drums, trombone. I even know how to play a few string instruments, violin, and cello.
And you kind of elevated this when you went to college?
Yeah, when I went to college at Southern University, I was a music major. get ready to be a teacher or whatever, professor. And it was ironically one of my professors was like, hey man, I was working in the music lab just setting up the computers and stuff, and he said I know how to set it up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I set up like 10 computers in like 30 minutes type thing. You know.
What?
Yeah, yeah. So it was, I mean, it's once you know what you're doing, it's easy.
So when you went to college, what did you major in? What
Music
did you originally
education.
go for? Oh yeah?
Yeah. I was gonna be a band director, either high school or college.
So you got a degree in music.
Yeah. Well, almost, but I'm going back. I got like another semester or so. So yeah.
So damn. So
Yeah.
you actually went to school for this shit.
Yeah. And ironically, it's so funny, my main professor that was over the department, they actually came to me. It was two of the upper level professors. They was like, hey, man, you might need to, his name is Dr. Ryder, William Ryder. And Dr. Ryder is like very respected. He's like the OG in the music department. He's like, man, you don't need to be a teacher, man. You need to go do that. So it's very rare that a teacher is telling a student like, hey, man, go leave and go do what you need to do.
Yeah, basically just
Yeah, he's like, this cool,
that's
this
different.
gonna be here, but you need to go do this while you can, type thing. So I was like,
So when you left college, for the moment, you some kind of way, because you from East Atlanta.
yeah, East
right?
Atlanta, yeah.
You born and raised in East Atlanta.
East Atlanta, yeah.
And so when you left school, you linked up with Mr. College Park. How did that come about?
So some of my partners from East Atlanta, my boy John Boy, and he was cool with Kane from Yin Yang Twins.
Yin Yang Twins, yeah.
So we was all from that same neighborhood, and Kane and them went to Crim High. I went to McNair.
Yeah.
So, they like right down the street. And I knew a lot of them because when you go to Crim, there's a YMCA on the backside of it.
Yeah.
So I used to go there back in the day just to play ball and summer camp to go swimming and stuff. But my mom taught at Southside High School, which is right down the street.
Yeah.
You feel me? So I knew like a lot of the same people. So I got back from school and basically went on a trip with them to a show in Mississippi or Arkansas. I can't remember. But it was a road trip and we just, vibing and I'm playing beats and everybody like, yeah, man, we like that. It's like, man, we want them beats. I never sold a beat a day in my life at that point. And they bought all of them. You know what I'm saying? They got all of them off of me.
So basically, they were kind of like your first clientele.
Yeah, but I didn't know what I was doing, man, honestly. So I end up,
As far as the business side of shit,
Yeah,
so
I
you
didn't-
had your paperwork right. You just basically just making the beats. And
yeah, I didn't know people got paid for it. I was just doing it for fun. You feel me?
Really?
Yeah, I didn't have that whole, we trying to do this, I'm trying to make
Yeah.
it story. I was just having fun. And I wish a lot of artists would take that approach nowadays because now the music, the money is the motivation.
Outweighs the
Yeah.
passion for it.
There you go. So that's what's kept me going this whole time. It's just me keeping that same passion, that enthusiasm, that same, that joy you get when you see people react to your music.
So let's go back a little. Let's go back before Mr. Hanky Beats, started making beats and, start making these big hits for these big artists. How was your childhood? Did you have a mother and father in the same house?
Oh, yeah. My dad, he worked at General Motors. My mom taught. So, yeah, we was all in the same house.
So you had a blue-collar family that pretty much raised you to... So you did you ever partake in any kind of choir activities at church?
Oh, of course. Man, when your mom was the minister of music at the church, bro.
Yeah.
Bro, we was at church. Oh, my God. We'd be at church on Sunday. And then if they had youth choir rehearsal, that was on Monday. But I played ball at the church, too. So we might have basketball practice. We might get a Tuesday, Wednesday off. And then she had her rehearsal on Thursday, another basketball practice.
Yeah.
We might have a game on Friday. Ain't no telling, some kind of thing on Saturday, So, yeah, we was in there.
So basically it started from home, church, and school. And, what I'm
Yeah.
saying? You are the person that you are today.
Yeah.
So how is your mother and father still together? They still alive?
Nah, man, nah. They done went their separate ways, but everything's still cool. They split up once we got grown, but other
Oh,
than
yeah?
that, yeah.
And you got siblings?
Yeah, I got a sister.
Just one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's cool. And y'all still, you know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah. Yeah, we don't really have that whole. I don't really have that whole broken family type thing going on, you know.
Yeah, so you wasn't. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah. So it's cool, and even like you said, you understand people go separate ways and stuff like that. So, but other than that, it was all love.
So being that your mother and your father, I take that, you know, of course they're a lot older than what we are. Do they understand what you do musically? Like, how do they? Like,
so the funniest shit ever. My mom gonna get mad when I tell this story, but anyway, this one Hustle and Flow came out, right?
Yeah.
And so I go over there, you know, holler at her real quick, and the TV on. I'm like, "You watching that?" She's like, "Yeah." So I ain't think nothing about it. I go walk around the corner, and the scene where Terrence Howard is in like the crack house, and the girl is singing, "It's hard out here for the pimp." The little white girl singing, you know.
Yeah.
And they in there sweating and stuff. So, all right, Mom, I'm finna go. She said, "Hold on, stop real quick. Is this what you do?" I said, "What?" I said, "What you mean, what I do?" She said, "Is that what you do?" I was like, "Nah, I don't be in no crack house with no, you know." I be in real, like, situation. So I literally had to take my mom to the studio and, like, really show her. Yeah, she had an idea, but she thought, because she, you know, she's church and classical and stuff, so she's like mainstream America, like whatever they see out there is what they think it is.
So after she, you know, understood clearly what you was doing, do she have an appreciation for what you do? I mean, she proud of her son for.
Of course,
because I know you basically you dropped out. I mean, you temporarily stopped going to college. We won't use the term dropped out of college. You stopped going to college. You know what I'm saying, for a little minute.
I got 12 credit hours left, so I can go.
How did she feel when
probably go back this summer or some stuff and do it online.
Yeah. So to leave college though, you know what I'm saying, coming from the type of family you came from, was they disappointed or?
Nah, they just want to make sure you make money. You can support yourself.
Yeah.
That's all it is. Yeah.
So long as the money coming in, like, you know what I'm saying, like, it was okay.
Yeah, and then on top of that, I'm still one of like the top 40, under 40 alums at my school. So they actually want me to come back and speak for graduation.
That's major, man. That's really major.
And I'm actually starting a curriculum to teach what I do at the school. Yeah, so shout out to Southern University. Which camera we looking in? That one, okay, yeah. That one, okay.
Yeah, so I gotta ask you a couple questions, man, because as far as like, you know, the music field today, the whole industry, like, how do you feel about, you know, back in the day when you was growing up, you know, not like you old, but you know what I'm saying, like back, you know, in our times when we was listening to the Tupacs and the Biggies and things of that nature. And now you got this, you know, the new generation, and now it's the NBA YoungBoys and you know, the No Caps or whatever the case is, the little babies. How do you feel the music industry has changed, and do you feel like it holds the same substance as it held back then during the time we was listening to the Scarfaces and, you know, the Snoop Dogs or whatnot?
Yeah and no, because what I had to learn is my understanding of this thing is always evolving. Just like the industry is always evolving, society is always evolving. So when you say substance, I can't judge substance off of the 90s or the early 2000s because the world has changed so much to the point now we consume information so much quicker, you know what I'm saying? To where, like, it's harder for an artist to become a superstar now because songs don't last and artists don't last that long anymore. Meaning, perfect example, when a song got hot in the early 2000s, it was hot for at least a year, 2 years.
Yeah.
Because there was no social media.
Yeah.
So you didn't get burnt out from it so quickly.
Yeah.
And it wasn't, right now there's over 100,000 artists that drop a day. 100,000 songs that come out every day. See what I'm saying? Because of the internet and all this technology. So it's very hard, that metric is very hard to compare.
Yeah.
When you look at it like that, to where when I first came in the game, to get radio play, you damn near had to be signed to a major label. You know what I'm saying? Because you just couldn't just go get popular like that. There was no internet. So based on today's metrics, there's still substance, but it's not the same. Like it's nowhere near the same as like back in the day.
Yeah.
It's never gonna get back to that point.
Cause we used to learn a lot of lessons from music.
We learned a lot of lessons from today's music too.
As in,
like Sexy Red, she's teaching a lot of lessons right now.
And what are some of these lessons she's teaching? Because I'm interested in hearing this now. Shit, I'm trying to. I mean, I do get,
Remember the word relative, okay?
Yeah.
It's relative to the day. You feel me? So, like, she's teaching a lesson, and don't look at the music. Look at her persona. She's making it cool for you to be yourself.
Yeah. I can agree with that.
Outside of the music, she said, fuck that. I ain't getting no ass job. I ain't doing none of this other bullshit.
Yeah, and I done seen her, she pull off her wig, like whatever.
She don't give a fuck. She be out there ashy, lips crazy, like she don't give a damn. And to me, I mean, it's at times it's very, the message that she, the stuff she says is kind of left field, but it's her. And I think her value is she's brought that back to the game.
Being your authentic self, basically.
Being yourself, yeah, because for so long, I mean, I work with other female artists now, and the first thing they do before they get a record, they go get an ass job and get their titties done.
Feeling
and
like
all
that's
this
the standard that they have to.
Yeah, it's like this the music business.
It's kind of like the rappers though, the male rappers. Before they even drop anything, they got to get a chain. They got to, they got to have this. They got to have that.
And they'll spend all that money. They'll spend more money on the flexing shit than the stuff they actually need.
So speaking on jury and materialism, right? Mm-hmm. You've made incredibly a lot of hits, man. Mm-hmm. I mean, I can imagine, how deep your pockets really is. So after making all these big hits, why don't you wear jewelry or anything like that? Like, why don't every time I see you, you are Mr. Hanky, the same dress code. I never see you doing no real extravagant stuff with, some of the money you make. And I know as a producer, you get more money than the motherfucker that's rapping the song or singing the song. So why haven't you been enticed or seduced to go get the big chain, the big Lamborghini car or whatnot?
I mean, there was a point in time I did that briefly, but I realized it wasn't me because I felt like once you did it once, you got to keep doing it. You feel me? Like, you did it one time, so now I got to go to the grocery store. Let me do all this. All right. Now I got to find the right place to park because I got this expensive car. I got this crazy car. Then when I get out the car, I got to look over my back 20 times. You know what I'm saying? So I like to live. You feel me? I like to live my life and be free. So, I spend a lot of money on traveling, creating that kind of stuff. Because at the end of the day, I felt as if I was just doing that to impress other people.
Yeah.
You feel me? I was like, I don't really need all this stuff, and I put on all this stuff to watch it. And one of my partners, he hit the lottery one time, and I remember, we jumped back in that mode for like a month or two, and I was like, nah, this ain't it. I'm cool. So I still got a lot of it. And
again, that's important, man, that we do have brothers like yourself who know and understand that you really don't need materialism to validate your self-worth or who you are as a human being, as a man. And
it ain't a knock to those who do that. It ain't a knock to them.
Because I got a big-ass chain on right now.
You always got a big-ass chain on. Your name is Goldmouf. So your name is Goldmouf, so you kind of got to wear gold and shit. So you're part of the brand, you feel me?
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, they just, it just what it was with me.
Yeah, because a lot of people, I know that when they see you, and I feel like in the industry, at least for this new generation, if you don't have certain things, they don't take you serious.
Well, the thing about it is...
But your work speaks for itself.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like, for at least, I have at least 3-4 songs in heavy rotation on radio.
Right now.
So
and what them songs are?
I mean, you still got the Usher record, both City Girls records still in heavy rotation. I just did this Money Long Made For You remix.
And the record you did with Duval is never out of rotation. Living My Best Life. That's one of
I
those.
forgot
classic.
about that one. Luke Nasty on the way still.
Yeah.
You know, all the stuff I did with Jeezy, that's still doing good. So it's like, yeah. You know, you got to realize what you're doing it for.
Yeah.
And for me, that's what it was.
So how does it feel the first time you work with a major artist, how did that make you feel?
It was different, man. Like, I don't know if you heard the phrase before, never meet your heroes.
Yeah.
And, you know, it wasn't like nobody was an asshole or nothing, but it made you realize a lot of stuff ain't what it seemed. You feel me?
Yeah.
Under all the jewelry, under all the clothes, all this stuff, you realize, okay, damn, these people, they really just like me.
Yeah.
They just like the other little artists I just love down the street. You feel me? So, but it was cool. Like I said, every time you get to know with a major artist or even an independent artist, I like to work with the independent artists because it means more. Like, if you get a hit with somebody nobody ever heard before, that means
you.
Yeah, it's like, you know, you do stuff with Usher.
You created a star.
You feel me? It's more fulfilling. Like, dang, we did this from scratch.
From scratch.
This ain't part of the major label machine. Like, this
got it out the mud.
Out the mud for real, yeah. So at that point, you know, that's when the major artists come to you like, dang, if you did that with them, I know what you can do over here. So yeah.
Yeah. So working with somebody like Usher, the City Girls, you know, these are people that a lot of people look up to.
He was just on the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And was you there?
Nah, I wasn't there. Nah.
Who was you going for though?
For the Super Bowl?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm a Falcon fan.
You're a Falcon
I
fan.
hope both of the team lose.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You know, your teammate there, you become a hater. You know, it's like fuck everybody. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, but nah, honestly, I knew Kansas City was gonna win, man. You can't. Mahomes is like, he's like the new Tom Brady, man. Like, y'all can hate, they can hate on that man all you want to. That boy good.
I think Taylor Swift had more press than the players there.
Man, that's a whole nother podcast.
I'm talking about every 3 minutes they were showing her. She got so much publicity.
But you know what? You know what's dope about that? I was just telling my lady right there. I was like, she's genius. I'm gonna tell you why. And Ice Spice is genius too.
Ice Spice too, yeah.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, every time they showed Taylor, Ice Spice was right there.
Right there.
Yeah. Just that.
Promotion.
And a lot of artists, I think that's the difference between back then and now. We're so conscious of trying not to be a dick rider, clout chaser, all this other stuff.
I'm big on that too. I'm sorry, but I am.
I get it.
I am.
I get it. But if this your partner and y'all at the game together,
then you represent with your partner. But if it ain't your partner,
right,
you don't need to be claiming this your partner. You don't even know him or her like that.
But that, like I said, as an artist, sometime or a business owner, whatever the case may be, it's like I think we're the only race of people who really think like that.
Yeah, we are.
We got these set of rules, and we're still at the bottom.
Yeah,
we got all the rules, all the opinions, all of everything, and the least amount of money.
Facts.
And we're still the biggest spenders.
Facts on their products. Facts.
So yeah, but yeah, Taylor Swift, man, that was the Taylor Swift Bowl.
So when it comes to all right, some of the hits you've made, right?
Mm-hmm.
What was the? Do you have any favorite record that you actually made?
Man, that's like asking what's your favorite child. Yeah, I can't. It depends, man. It's like this. It's like if I'm in the club or whatever, or we out and about, or if I'm riding in the car and one of my songs come on, that's my favorite record.
That's your favorite
at
record?
the time. And they play another.
And you
one.
work with people like Nicki Minaj. You work with Gucci, Jeezy.
Yeah,
I mean,
Gucci and I went to school together. We went to McNair High School together, and middle school and elementary school. So, and the Nicki record actually came through with Soulja Boy and Gucci.
Yeah,
yeah. So that was one of the first times I ever heard of her. They was like, "Yeah, we finna put Nicki Minaj on the hook." The song called "Wanna Baller" got Chingy on it. It was crazy.
It was crazy.
Yeah, yeah.
So is it any artist you would like to work with nowadays? I mean, honestly.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, man, I don't like to sound like the hater of the new school, but I like all the new artists out right now.
You know?
Yeah. Yeah. I like Kodak Black. I like you name them, man. But you know what I'm really into right now? Afro beats and Amapiano.
So you making those tracks now?
Yeah, I actually got a record of my own out that's similar to that. It's called For Me Only. And it has my boy Dre Moreau on it. And got a couple other records like that coming soon. So, and I'm gonna tell you why I like that genre more than anything. It just feels good.
Yeah.
It ain't nobody trying to talk about who got the most money and all this other stuff.
Yeah.
And the women love it. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
They dance to it like people dance. Like the Amapiano parties they got at Rocksteady with my man Cash. DJ Cash, shout out to him. He just had like his 2-year anniversary at Rocksteady. And it's just a vibe, you know what I'm saying? It ain't don't nobody care about the sections or nothing or how many bottles you pop. They just having fun.
They just having fun.
Yeah.
Dancing and enjoying life, celebrating whatever the moment is.
Yeah, and hopefully, him, Jalion, Mixmaster David, Popo, there's a movement going on in Atlanta of DJs that's really just playing stuff that make people dance right now.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. It's like my man Bluetooth. I mean, he goes by DJ Bowtie now, but they're more Afrocentric DJs out there now, and they're still a few of them still play the hip hop and everything, but they're blending it in to where people are actually dancing now. You feel me?
Yeah,
So,
that's cool.
And between that, my man Brian, Michael Cox, and Keith Thomas, they got the R&B party.
Yeah.
At what's that? Red Martini on Wednesdays.
Wednesdays, right? Yeah.
It's like so. As much as people used to complain like a year ago, like people don't dance, they're not having fun in the city no more. It's there. It's just a whole new. It looks different.
Okay.
Yeah, it just looks different.
So I never heard nothing. Your name is really clean, man. Like you got a real clean name. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And you one of the brothers that's in the game, that been in the game as long as you have, that got a real clean name that can go anywhere, that everybody embrace. It ain't no beef with you nowhere.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You do what you do. You stay clear of the bullshit, and you make great music. You know what I'm saying? So it's like that's a very rare thing, being black, growing up, coming up in this industry. Because a lot of times, people, you have to choose sides.
Right.
If you work with such and such, you can't work with them.
Now, there was a time I was, there's a lot of instances that has happened.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, the whole Dolph Gotti situation, Jeezy Gucci, and it wasn't necessarily I was told to choose sides, but it was quite a few tense moments.
Yeah.
And not from the artist or nothing, but a lot of times people don't realize it don't be the artists making people choose, it be the fans.
The fans, yeah.
Like the artists don't even be.
So in the Jeezy and Gucci situation, being that you went to school with Gucci, like how was that for you? Like, because you got records with Jeezy and you got records with Gucci.
Yeah, I mean, it just was what it was. Like, but the irony of it was the records was done before, the records was just done. And a lot of times people don't understand as producers, if I make a bunch of songs and I send them out to A&Rs or managers or whatnot, sometimes it lands with their artist, sometimes it might not.
Yeah.
That manager might pass it on to another artist or another manager or another A&R, and boom, it's a placement with somebody else.
Yeah.
So we're not necessarily hands-on with that a lot of times. It just happens. Perfect example, the Living My Best Life record. That was a record with Colonel Loud, which I did the California record with, and Dolph.
Yeah.
Okay. That was supposed to be Colonel Loud's song, but something happened with the business. The business didn't go through right, and they recorded a song with him, Colonel Loud, Rico Barrino, and Fantasia. And so the record was still on the market. The beat was still out there. And getting in the studio one day, Lil Duval pulls it up, boom, Living My Best Life is born.
And
Just
then
that quick.
the Snoop Dogg.
Snoop is #1 record.
Yeah.
And, you know, shout out to, you know, my boy Pocket, who's Colonel Lyle's manager. He's like, hey, man. I said, man, we didn't get the business done in time. It is what it is. And we was cool. They understood. It just was what it was.
So how did you feel about the verses with Gucci and Jeezy? Do you feel like...
I was there.
Yeah, I already know.
Yeah, I was there. That was very tense.
Yeah.
That was very intense, man.
What was you thinking when the going-ons were going on?
I was like, shit, I should have stayed at home. Nah, it wasn't even that. It wasn't that.
I mean, it was tense. It was that.
It was.
Because you dealing with when you dealing with black folk, you know, anything can pop off at any time.
Well, this is what made it tense more than anything. I don't think it was really like a real. I don't think it was really like a real. It was just the way they was set up. Okay, if you was with Gucci, you had to go through the back door. If you was with Jay, you went through the front door. They had the Nation of Islam out there, Georgia State Patrol around there, helicopters out there. You know what I'm saying?
And so, a lot of people don't know that. They don't know all that was going on.
It was crazy.
Yeah.
It was crazy, bro. It was like, and as many times as I've been in Magic, it didn't even feel like magic. I don't know what it felt like. It felt like a movie or something. Like I had never seen that level of security in Atlanta for anything.
So they had helicopters hoovering.
Man, they had listen, bro.
Y'all listen to this. This is very. This is some shit that people don't talk about the verses between Gucci and Jeezy.
Listen, man. Early in the daytime, they had started setting up like a perimeter. You know what I'm saying? So I'm driving by Magic, seeing just what it looked like. They got police directed traffic already. So I'm like, oh, okay, cool. I ain't thinking nothing about it. And as it got closer to that time, it just was what it was, and you could hear a pin drop in there, like it was that intense. You know what I'm saying? So, and then when Gucci got on the thing and started popping and. It's like everybody like, oh, here you go.
Oh,
because you know both sides.
And what you doing over there? You looking like,
hey man, I'm just looking. I'm just looking, man. At this
you in awe at this point.
Hey man, it is what it is. And gladly, it didn't turn out. Nothing really popped off. It was just became competition.
Do you feel that was a okay? You feel like that was right as far as what Gucci did at the verses to Jeezy?
I mean, listen, man, we can't act like we didn't know that wasn't gonna happen.
Yeah,
come on, like that was their first time. I'm pretty sure they talked before then or leading up to that, but that was their first time being seen on stage publicly. After all that stuff had happened, almost 20 years. You know what I'm saying? You got both sides saying, hey, man, you should have did this, you should have did that, da-da-da-da-da. So it's a lot of pressure on both ends.
Yeah.
So it's just...
And do you agree with how it was handled as far as, like, the situation, Jeezy, not basically standing down in that situation? I mean, could you have...
I can't say... Listen, man, it's like... At some point, man, like, you got to weigh your options.
Yeah.
You got to see, you just got to really see where you are in life as a grown-ass man. You know what I'm saying? And just be like, hey, man.
This ain't worth it.
It ain't worth it, man. Like, what happened. I hate that happened, but, and at the same time, you got to look at it from both sides. Like, he felt as if somebody tried to take him out.
Yeah.
So somebody tried to take you out, and you got a chance to really speak
but damn,
your piece.
They couldn't get that straight before they got there. Like,
hey, man, listen, man. Theoretically, yeah, but you just can't. You can't really put yourself in that in those shoes unless you really in them shoes.
In them shoes, right?
You feel me? Like the name of the podcast. Like, you don't know how them shoes fit to you when.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's just how he felt. And we all knew, everybody knew what was coming, man.
Yeah.
Come on, man. Come on. Like, that's one of the biggest beefs since Tupac and Biggie.
Yeah. I agree.
That's one of the biggest beefs since then. So, luckily they, it did what it did, and I think they went on tour or something together.
I'm not aware of that.
I mean, there was a big tour not just
Yeah,
them two.
yeah, you did. You right about
Yeah.
the it was called the
Legends of the Street.
Legends of the
something like
Street.
that.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
You're right. I did see them both on
And
that tour.
I think Jeezy spoke about it. You know, bro was like, "Hey man, I want to get on the tour." Jeezy like, "Man, I ain't finna stop nobody from feeding their family.
Yeah,
Let them get on the tour."
that's solid.
Yeah, it's like I said, man. It's just all about growth. You know, like how long we gonna keep shooting each other.
Yeah.
And the real enemy is.
I mean, I would have thought that before they took the stage that they kind of ironed out those type of things so certain things wouldn't be said at the time, but obviously they didn't.
I mean, but that's one of the things. Like I talk to a lot of people, and we'll do that. We'll fight and kill each other, but George Zimmerman still walking around here doing signing autographs.
Yeah,
like at some point we got to be bigger men amongst each other, bigger people amongst each other, and if we gonna do something, it need to be against the real enemy.
Yeah, but I don't think George Zimmerman walking around telling people he's smoking on Trayvon either.
That too, but he is signing autographs and doing appearances.
Yeah,
so that's the same thing.
Yeah, I get it. You're right.
And like I said,
being a star, basically he became a celebrity.
A celebrity off of killing a 12-year-old kid.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
A young black kid. Yeah,
you see what I'm saying? Like
that's pretty deep.
Yeah, and like I said,
he signed an autograph after killing a 12-year-old kid.
So
yeah, that's deep.
That's what I'm saying. It's like, and I'm not saying either. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying either situation is one outweighs the other, but when you put it in perspective, like we gangster as hell when it comes to each other. Mm-hmm. But all this other stuff that's going on in the news, politics, and all this other stuff, the Israel situation, all this stuff, it's way bigger than what happened.
Because right now we got the YSL on trial right now.
Right.
And have you ever worked with Young Thug, anybody like that?
Yeah, a bunch of them, man. When I was working with J Money down at J Money, first name, last name.
Yeah.
He used to come down the south side. It was him, Teasy Dollar, all of them used to be back in the studio, just back doing the whole futuristic, this is where we ball era, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man.
So how you feel about the Thug trial? Have you spoke with Thug since he's been incarcerated? Have you tried to reach out to him in any way? Show support?
I mean, you show support different ways, man. It's like, everybody, I think that's the other thing, too, we got to learn. Everybody can't be on the front line.
Everybody can't be on the front line.
And that's what a lot of times messes up progress because everybody wants to say they piece. And sometimes the best way you can support is just do the best you can.
Just prayer a lot of times. People don't have to know that you're praying for somebody. And some people may never know that you was putting in hours and hours of prayer for this individual going through whatever predicament they find themselves in.
Yeah.
So prayer is one of the strongest forms of support.
I think he'll be fine, man. Like, it's, the way the trial is playing out and, little things keep happening, who knows? This thing might turn over.
Have you ever worked with Gunna?
No, I haven't never worked with Gunna. We were supposed to, and the person that was hooking up the whole situation, something happened, and then,
I mean, would you work with him now after?
Yeah, man. Listen, man, it's like that's why I said we got so many as a community. We got so many codes that we only apply to ourselves.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. It's like at the end of the day, obviously, him and Thug talked about something.
Yeah, whatever that was.
Whatever that was, that's their business. If Thug felt like, he was, whatever, I'm pretty sure that message would have been out. You know what I'm saying? But to me, it's always about the music. You feel me? Like I don't
get into all the
because it's like a relationship or a brother-sister situation. Like they might get into it, be fighting, and then you be like, you choose a side, and then next thing you know,
they both against you. And then passed up, they different.
They go. You see what I'm saying? They still family. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, yeah, he's an artist. I'm a businessman.
Yeah,
I make music. I'm not part of YSL. Nobody. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you
I ain't got nothing to do with none of that shit. You feel me?
Yeah.
And whoever, listen, if you got the check, I'm working.
Yeah. Period.
That's it. It's called work. It's no personal feelings. nothing like
It's
that.
strictly business.
It's strictly business.
Yeah, you ain't.
It's just like in the street, man. If you got a brick, you ain't sitting up and asking nobody how they feel about this, that, and third. You know what I'm saying? Do you got the money or not?
Yeah, you got to get going. You got to move it. You got to feed.
it.
You got to
What we
feed the
doing?
family.
Well, ain't no feelings involved. I don't have no feelings toward this work right here.
So after all of the hits you've made, Hank, do you feel like you get the recognition and credibility that you deserve?
Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't.
Yeah.
It wavers. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have to kind of take yourself out of that looking for validation mentality. You know, I used to be.
But ain't that a part of what we work for, though? I mean, we want to be recognized for the work that we do.
I mean,
we want to
damn.
be validated for the work that we do.
I mean,
Right?
yeah, it's a balance to it though, man, because it's like this. I found myself at one time, you know, spending so much time making sure, you know, when certain artists get to the Breakfast Club, make sure they say my name, or when they get to whatever platform, man, make sure you mention me, make sure you tag me, make sure you do this and that and third. But what I learned is the right people go always know. You feel me? The people who matter go know. And it's a catch-22. A lot of times when the artist does mention your name, now you got 100 DMs of people who ain't really trying to do nothing.
Yeah.
You feel me?
So really, you don't give a fuck.
I
about
don't give
the
a fuck
fame.
about none of that shit.
You care about the money.
I've been popular since kindergarten. You feel me?
Yeah.
So like, you know what I'm saying? It's,
Not kindergarten.
yeah, I had two chocolate milks. You feel me? Like, and everybody else had the 8 crayons. I had the 128 pack. You know, I had 8.
So you've been having your way.
Yeah, I've been living my best life. You feel
Yeah.
me? So it's like the social media stuff. People, you know, they chase out there and stuff. I don't do it. It's cool, but you know, at the end of the day,
So really, you don't care about fame.
Nah.
You because you came in it with you came in it from a passionate approach. You didn't come in it strictly for the money and fame. Because like you said earlier, you didn't even really know you got paid off making beats and things.
Yeah, I didn't know how the business worked, but like I'm saying, it's like the type of thing, bro. It's like I'm popular in real life.
Yeah.
So if Instagram shut down tomorrow, or what's that other shit, TikTok,
yeah.
I'ma still be me, and I can still go do what I do to the masses and be in rotation, and they hit my tag, and that's it. You know what I'm saying?
You know the thing that I do understand about fame and not being famous is one thing I really do love about fame is that when people recognize you and they recognize your work, it's a lot of perks that comes with that.
It's a lot of headaches too.
It's a lot of headaches. Right. But just speaking on the pros, right? You know, pros and cons to everything, but it's a lot of perks that come with that. Like, and I appreciate those perks from the fame. Because you can have all the money in the world, but if nobody don't know who you are, you know, you're gonna get treated like a regular degular. And a lot of times you'll get treated pretty harsh. I mean, in a lot of cases, because this thing, right? Just say a computer tech guy that we don't even know who got billions of dollars. If they walked up to the door of Magic City right now, they can be like, who the cracker is? You know, boom, you know what I'm saying? Search him and try to charge him extra money or whatever, not knowing this person right here can buy this whole club 30 times and change your life 1,000,000 times.
And honestly, this is what you gotta understand, man. That person probably will do that. You see what I'm saying? See, what you got, the people who really got it, they don't give a fuck if nobody knows who they are.
Nobody, yeah.
They don't give a fuck about what kind of car they drive.
None of that
stuff. The people who got the money, they walk up in like some Levi's Dockers, you know, drive a Toyota Prius.
Yeah.
And own half the, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, it's
really
cool.
half of Atlanta.
Yeah. But you gotta understand too, like to some people, that's what they want. And that's cool. That's cool. It's not a knock on them, but I've been on both sides of it. You feel me? And for me, you know, it was cool, but it's like, you know, they say when I go in Magic, they go, oh, it's Mr. Hanky, Mr. Hanky. I'm gonna have 10 niggas walk up to me not trying to spend no money.
Yeah.
You feel me? So I can't enjoy my wings, I can't enjoy my drink or nothing.
Yeah.
You feel me? I'm still getting in free.
Yeah.
You know, I know Magic, his brother, his son, all that. But at the end of the day, I had to learn to choose like which ones make sense. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of that stuff don't be making sense. But case in point, even like when you travel out the city, like I do the same thing and have the same access to stuff in Atlanta the same way I do in LA, same way I do in Vegas, New York, Miami, the same thing.
So what is a day like? Like what do you do on a daily basis? Like
you know, make a couple of records, send a couple of them out, do it all over again.
Stay out the way.
And I be busy working, man.
Yeah.
You don't have the kind of track record I have and consistency over this amount of time by not working. You know, it's the type of thing, bro, like even when I get a new hit single and stuff, you know, I might celebrate it for like a day or a week or two, and then I go back to work like I ain't never did a record in my life.
I mean, you are a hit maker, man. You certainly are, and that's impressive. When I think about, you know, your catalog, all the people you work with, all the hits you make, like it's impressive, man. And you have to consistently stay working to accomplish that type of success.
Yeah.
What about other producers like Timberland, you know, Dr. Dre, Hitmaker, you know, other guys that's been putting in work and newer guys that's putting in work, ATL, Jacobs. Have you ever wanted to collaborate with any of those guys to put tracks together?
Yeah, it's cool, man. A lot of those guys got a lot of producers working with them too, so that kind of gets kind of tricky at times. But yeah, definitely, man. I'm not opposed to collaborating.
Do any other young producers ever call you to try to get advice from you or anything like that?
Yeah,
you got
all the
relationships?
time. I mean, it's a slew of producers always want to sign to me all the time.
Yeah,
because a lot of people don't know. A lot of the major producers they like have producers signed under them that actually do the work, and then the bigger producer just kind of conducts and tells them what they want to do.
But you still hands on though.
Yeah, I still do my own stuff. I do all my own stunts. You feel me?
Yeah.
So to me, that just don't necessarily work for me because I know what I need for it to sound like. You feel me? So I'd rather do it myself. And it's not, like I said, there's two different type of producers: those who do it themselves and those who kind of do it themselves and kind of, you know, direct others.
Yeah.
Yeah. But me personally, I've been on both sides of it to where I was being conducted, and I understand the science behind it. And I understand at some point those guys are gonna want to do their own thing.
Cause I never forget, man. After I was fresh out of prison, I had just served down to 18 years, and you know, Red introduced me to you, the brother Red, and you were so humble, man. He was like, man, this is a major hit maker, you know. Bruh, Mr. Hanky, if he worked with you, man, you gone. And so, you know, when you came so humble, and you was willing to work with me, and you didn't know me from a can of paint. And so from that day onwards, you know what I'm saying, we had this relationship. You know,
right.
we don't speak every day, but whenever I call, you pick up the phone. Whenever you call, I pick up the phone. Anytime we can assist each other throughout this journey of life outside of music, you know what I'm saying? You always there for me. So that's how I knew that you was a solid one.
Yeah.
And that goes a long way out here. So I know you apply the same integrity to your work ethic.
Right.
And obviously, you know, you attracting hit after hit after hit. Like that's because most people make one hit.
Nah.
And we don't ever, you know, we don't have no other hits.
But what I had to learn, bro, at the end of the day, like I had to learn, as long as you got relationships with the right people. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times, like I said, when people chasing fame, they trying to get everybody to know them, and that's cool. But you know, like I know Daddy-O at Paper Route.
Paper Route, yeah.
You see what I'm saying? I know Coach K at QC.
QC, yeah.
I know Brander at QC. I know, you know what I'm saying? So a lot of times, man, like you said, like there's a meme, but it's a saying. It's basically saying you can't build a kingdom entertaining the peasants, or you can't lead the orchestra looking at the crowd. You feel me? You got to turn your back to the crowd and focus on the orchestra.
That's deep.
That's how you do it. You know, like I said, I can't focus on the internet and the internet changes every day, bro.
Every day.
The algorithm, after Instagram, it's gonna be some other shit pop up. Who knows? You know, they might have some whole other stuff the way this technology advancing. But once you focus and learn to focus on the business and not the fluff, because that's the shit on the outside. That's the fluff. All that is cool. Don't get me wrong. It looks good. It's fun. All that. But the business, like who's cutting the checks? Who's the decision makers?
Yeah.
Who's gonna get this record from here to here? That's what matters.
You seen how Rick Ross, child's mother, Tia, I think she broke the Boss Man D-Lo record. You know what I'm saying? Because I didn't hear about that record until she came online, you know, eat hibachi, you know. So it's funny how nowadays records are broke. You know, records are broke in different ways. You can break them through TikTok. Back when we was coming up.
You used to get break them on TikTok. You know,
and it got harder.
Well, you know, Universal took all their music off of TikTok. So if you know anything, Universal Music Group is not one label.
Nah.
It's basically all the labels are under Universal Music Group. Mm-hmm. Capitol, Motown, you name them. Any major artist, Drake, Nicki, all the stuff everybody like to use is under Universal Music Group. Mm-hmm. So, yeah.
Yeah, so I seen, when she was on a post, whether it was IG, I forgot, it went viral. Mm-hmm. She was, doing her little thing off that record, and now shortly afterwards, the record exploded. Everybody doing the memes or whatever that you call them, mm-hmm. and it just went crazy. But I said that to say this: back in the day, the DJs had to break records. Them the only people that could break records. Nowadays, you got popular personalities playing records behind whatever they doing, and boom, a record get broke.
But this is the thing: social media introduces records. The DJs still got to break them.
Playing them in the club.
They still got to support them.
They got to support them.
Yeah, you got to understand, the internet is only, that clip is 15 seconds?
Yeah.
Maybe a minute. And outside of that, people don't realize that's still a whole song. Mm-hmm. That's a whole song.
A whole song.
Yeah, like, what's my girl, Erica Banks? Shout out to her. Well, she had the Bust It record.
Bust It.
And,
Did you produce that record?
No, I didn't do that. I did another record for her called Ain't Got Time, and she's on my single called Nutty Twerk.
Yeah.
She's on that single, yeah. But when I remember when her record first broke, and I was in the club at a DJ event, and a waitress was standing right there. She's like, "Dang, I didn't know this was a whole song." Because they played the whole song. Because you got to understand, people only saw the challenge.
Yeah.
So once the challenge part, that part was over, that was it.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
Yeah. So, but it's still, no matter what, let me tell you something, man. People be like, the internet, this, da-da-da-da. Man, radio is still the king, and DJs are still in control.
Of breaking records.
Of everything.
Determining
you still, when that internet buzz die off, the DJs are going to be one that sustain you. The DJs playing your record in the club at a Rock Steady or whatever, or at Opium or Magic, that's going to keep you getting booked.
Yeah.
They not booking you off for a challenge. They might book you off a challenge, but later on down the road, that's why look at Boosie, man. Boosie the perfect example. Boosie ain't had like a hit since Wipe Me Down, but he still can go to South Carolina, Mississippi.
I don't think that's based on his records, though. Or maybe I'm wrong. I think that's based on his popularity, his internet popularity.
No, it's a combination, but the DJ still got to play them records.
Yeah, they still got to play them
records. If them records ain't in rotation, he not going to get booked.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
You're right about that.
He got to stay popular.
Yeah.
He got to stay relevant. That's why he does what he does, but there it is.
So here we go. This is my most popular part and this is the favorite part of the podcast. It's called If the Shoe Fits, Wear It. During this segment of the podcast, I'm bound to ask Mr. Hanky some questions that, he may want to answer or may not want to answer. But in the process, Designer My Shoe podcast has provided Mr. Hanky as a gift with some very, very nice Jordans. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I had to take it back to the OG.
I see.
Yeah, so here we go. If the shoe fit, wear it. These OGs right here, they very hard to get, man.
Hey, man, I appreciate it. I don't even want to wear them.
Yeah, these very hard to get. So here you go, Mr.
Hey
Hanky.
man,
Check him out.
appreciate that,
That's your
bro.
size.
Oh man, appreciate that, boy, for real.
Yeah, for sure. You already know.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, and those right there, you can't get those.
I see. I don't even want to win.
Yeah, so you can get them. Come get them from me. So yeah, so during this segment, like I say, I'm gonna ask you a couple questions, man. That you can answer if you choose. If not, you don't.
That shit
No,
so
man,
lame.
look, man, I see it every day, Hank. Hold
I
on.
saying.
Let
I
me
mean,
be real.
if that's what they got to do, that mean
I'm saying.
if that's their game, that's their game.
I
That
see
ain't
it
me.
all the time. They be like, you know what I'm saying? Man, I'm gonna produce. I produce for little baby. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying, baby? What's your number
I
is?
ain't never had. I ain't never.
You know,
nah.
these dudes out here lame though. They do lame stuff like
Hey,
that.
man, if that's what
they use their position, they titles, you know what I'm saying, to try to seduce the women that
And see, that's how you end up on the news.
yeah.
See what I'm saying? That's how you end up like what was going on today.
Yeah.
feel me?
With the Diddy's and all these other people. Yeah.
I ain't saying no name.
I'm saying names.
Okay, you
Goldmouf saying names.
You can say
yeah.
I'm not saying name. I'm
Ms.
just
Hanky's
saying.
not saying no name.
I ain't saying no
I'm
name.
saying
I'm just saying scenarios. That's how those scenarios end up going. Because what end up happening is you selling. It's almost like you selling them a dream. So you saying, okay, I'll do this and that and third. So in their mind, they thinking, oh, if I do X, Y, Z, I'm finna blow up like
XYZ.
everybody XYZ.
Yeah.
And when that shit don't happen, they be like,
Then,
I'm finna get a check one way or another.
One way or another. And they got you on camera, they got this or they got that already.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's how they go.
Mm-hmm.
So let's talk about fashion real quick, man. So just say if somebody call you all of a sudden, you got a meeting or you got to be at this event. Like, what is your go-to shoe that you could just put on with almost any color? Like, what is your go-to? Like, what would you put on in the rush of a second?
I mean, some J's. It's just some J's, the ones, the Jordan ones, Balenciaga, the little sock slipper thing like that. Yeah, something like that.
But J's is mainly your go-to.
Yeah. If you, cause they so comfortable, man. Like they like house shoes to me. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I feel like I'm comfortable no matter where I go in them, and they, you can dress them up. They fit any occasion. You know what I'm saying? You get you some ones.
So how many pair of J's you think you got in your closet right now?
Ones? I don't know, bro. Like J's, I just got another pair. So
Yeah. I don't even know the number to those. What are those?
I don't know.
Me either.
I want to say they're a little bit after the Space Jams. I know that much, but yeah.
I just know they really hard to get. They don't sell them no more. So, I want to get you something exclusive.
Hey man, I appreciate
You know what I'm
it,
saying?
boy. I appreciate it. Yes, sir.
So you don't know how many pairs of shoes you got in your closet right now?
I don't know. A lot of times, people will send you shoes, they'll send you clothes. This is what I'm wearing now. Wedding Cake, the Strand, they got a whole clothing line.
Oh, that's what that is?
Yeah, Wedding Cake.
Oh, okay.
So, a lot of times.
And they sent you that?
Yeah, they sent me a whole box of hoodies and shirts and jackets and Letterman jackets and all that kind of stuff. So, like I said, once you know the right people, stuff be happening. You know what I'm saying? But between J's and Air Max.
J's Air Max.
Yeah.
I think my go-to shoe would be like some white Air One. Like, you can't go wrong with those. You know what I'm saying?
I don't think about the white ones though, man. You can't wear them about 2 or 3 times.
You gotta have a closet full of them almost. Or you
That's
gotta
what I'm
buy them
saying.
every 2. You know what I'm saying? Every week or 2.
Yeah, that's crazy, man.
It's crazy. But that's what I put on, because, it don't matter what you got on. You can have on black, you can have on white, you can have on anything. Them Air Ones, they always
hit, especially a fresh pair out of the box.
And it don't matter how rich you are or how poor you are.
They go to.
They the go-to shoe.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
I
saying?
agree.
You'll see Jay-Z in a pair of Ones.
Mm-hmm.
Or you'll see, the little kid walking up the street playing in the playground with a pair of Ones on. So they so universal. They so broad, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So what is the most expensive pair of shoes you ever bought yourself? Or somebody else bought you?
I don't even remember. I had some what was them shits? I had some Ferragamos. But only thing about them, man, like, they don't really fit. Like they be hurting. You know what I'm saying? Like them designer shoes be hurting. They ain't made for black folk, man. Like they, I don't think, you know what I'm saying? Cause our feet a little wider. You know, we a little bit bigger and stuff. You know, so every pair of them shoes I had, I done had all of them. I done had the Balenciagas. They probably the most comfortable, all of them. But yeah, the Ferragamos.
And you made a hell of a statement though.
What?
When you said you don't think they for black folks. Nah. I don't think them Europeans design them shoes with us in mind.
Nah, man.
When you think about
you can't. Look at the clothes.
Oh no,
the clothes, man. Your nuts be all up here, and your chest and stuff like that. It ain't comfortable.
Yeah, cause even this Balenciaga sweat I got on right here, you know, I had to like kind of like you know,
it's snug, no?
Yeah, it's snug. You know,
it's hard.
I had to motherfucking like.
You got to kind of work into that thing.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So I agree with that. I really don't think these European designers design their brands with us in mind.
And I think that's another thing, man. It's like, you know, there's plenty of dope African artists. I mean, designers out there. Yeah. One of them is my boy Perry, St. Perry. He's African, but he's out here in Atlanta. His stuff is crazy, but it fits. It looks fresh. It's dope. It's dope as hell. So I think we got to get into that kind of stuff.
But we don't get the credit. I mean, I think it's a stigma.
Yeah.
That's associated with African brands versus European brands. They've conditioned us to feel that their brands are premium brands versus ours. We just trying to do something.
That's, you know, man, that's everything that we have, from religion to our customs to our food to how we talk, how we walk. They've conditioned us, even with our women, you know, back in the day, they had to put all the chemicals in their hair and all this other stuff, you feel me? And that standard was the actual standard for beauty. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So I'm glad nowadays, you know, our women are into the natural styles and all this other stuff, you know.
You know, speaking on shoes, the brother Virgil.
Yeah.
Rest in peace. He was one of the only black designers that actually made his way into mainstream fashion, right? That had such an enormous impact on the fashion world. You know, I never got an opportunity to meet him. Maybe did you ever get an opportunity to meet him?
Yeah, it was like at a couple of parties during the Grammys, but he was cool, like for what I seen, you know, and everybody loved him. All I knew he was it was a Moet party, and this one they had the Moet bottles with the white ones.
Yeah, the white.
And that was the ones he designed. So I still got one.
Oh, he actually designed that?
Those are his designs.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. So I still got like 2 of them I never opened. They just sitting there.
Cause I got a pair of shoes designed by him, and I won't tell the people how much I actually paid for those shoes, because it's crazy. I could have bought a house with those shoes.
See what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying?
See what I'm saying, man?
So, but they are an investment though, because I never wear them, and I can always, you know, get my money back possibly plus more.
Yeah.
Because you know they don't make them no more, and they are very hard to get. They are collectible items.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know, fashion is a big thing. And, you know, growing up, you always want to have the drip on. You want to, you know, have the latest Jordans, the latest this coming out. So who was some of your fashion influences?
Shoot. Like I said, you got everybody from, you know, Ye doing this thing right now. Some of that stuff Ye be rocking is cool. Some of it, you know.
It's not.
Yeah, some of it is just kind of different.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna say it ain't cool.
It's not cool to me.
No, I'm fucking with you.
It's not cool to me. But the stuff that is cool, because, you know, I actually got a lot of pair of Yeezys, man. Yeah. I had went Yeezy crazy, you know what I'm saying? So I definitely supported the brother. He got a lot of my money in his pocket.
Yeah.
But I don't agree with everything he put on.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So you got Ye, Virgil was one. Right now, Pharrell.
Yeah.
I think Pharrell took Virgil's spot, but I like what he's doing over there with Louis.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm really rocking with Pharrell, what he's doing.
And those major brands realize how much money black folks spend. Mm-hmm. So they said, we need to get, you know, as much as we don't want to deal with them, we got to deal with them because they spending all the money. So we got to get some of their influences to come in and design, make some designs. So, you know what I'm saying, we can really stay locked in to getting that paper.
And they're definitely getting our money, but like I said, that's the thing about it. We got to figure out how we get our own Louis. That's really where it's at right now.
And that's why I created my own brand, which is called Gold Collegiate.
Okay.
The Gold Collection, aka it's a beautiful brand. Actually, I get the same materials from the same people Louis get theirs from.
Right.
So real soon, you know, I'll be launching my clothing brand. Prayfully that it can become, you know, something like Fubu was back in the day.
Yeah.
Something like, you know, Sean John was a cool T.I. brand, you know what I'm saying, 8732.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm doing because you're right, we have to move forward. We have to move towards, you know, owning our own brands and things,
we can't be the biggest customers forever.
Nah.
I mean? Yeah, so.
Because I don't even think the Europeans buy their clothes as much as we do.
No.
Nah.
We're the biggest consumers in the world.
Yeah. So that's what it is, man. Hank, I tell you this, man, it was such a pleasure.
Come on, man.
It was such a blessing.
Likewise,
such an
man.
honor.
Likewise.
Such a privilege that you actually came to the podcast, man, in the presence. In the flesh.
Man, you know I was coming, man. You know how we rocking, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
So what you got upcoming?
Like I said, man, I got a new few singles coming out. I got the Mooning Long, Made For Me remix coming soon. You'll be hearing that all over the radio.
But who on that record though?
I can't tell you.
Okay.
Now we haven't.
It's a secret.
No, we haven't. They haven't finalized who they gonna put on the record yet.
Okay.
Yeah, so
But it's coming.
It's coming.
It's coming.
Yeah, so.
And I look forward to it.
Man, when it come out, I'm sending it straight to you.
Ooh, not exclusive Goldmouf.
Yeah, send it straight to you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But between that, I got I can't even talk about that record, but yeah.
What are you doing outside of music though? You doing real estate? You doing stock? You know what I'm saying? You investing into oil?
Outside of
franchises?
clean energy culture. That's it.
Yeah, right now.
Yeah, that's it right now. The real estate game is all kind of crazy right now.
Yeah, it's really crazy.
Yeah, they charging
Interest rates are
$300,000.
crazy.
Yeah, they charging $300,000 for a shoebox right now.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
I agree to that.
Yeah, it's so even if you was on the investing side, it's out of
Yeah,
control.
because I just bought me a lot of acres and I was in the process of getting approved for a tiny home suburb community, and the business ain't good right now.
Nah, it's like they telling you straight up, like they're like, yo, we about to like get over on you straight up, like
basically, yeah,
like either you go do it and deal with it,
or don't do it at all.
Yeah, so you know, I got somebody very close to me right now that tells me all the time to take my time.
Yeah,
and that's all I'm doing in that process. But clean energy culture is on go. We getting ready to drop a single soon, probably about the next month or so.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Well, tell everybody how they can follow you.
Yeah, man. So y'all can follow me at Mr. Hanky B, AMRHNKYBEAT on all platforms, on Spotify, Apple Music, all that. I got music on there as well. So y'all tap in.
And yeah, if you need some beats, man, look him up, find him. But make sure you have your money in your hand, man.
Yeah, we work with all budgets.
We work with all budgets over here.
But we got to make it make sense.
But it got to make sense.
There you go.
So yeah, thank you for coming, man. And this will conclude the 3rd episode of Designer My Shoe podcast with Goldmouf.
Man, I just want to say I'm honored to be here because this is the 3rd part. This is the 3rd episode, and you had some major people on here before.
Yeah.
So I appreciate you having me in this lineup, man. It mean everything, bro.
Yeah.
Appreciate
Because
most time, like people done did like 200 episodes, and then you be like episode 700 or some shit, and don't nobody care about it at that point. So I appreciate it.
You know what's crazy, man? You one of the first people that hit my mind, man. You know, Kevin Hart and 2 Chainz and a lot of the other brothers. You know what I'm saying? I reached out to. I say, let me reach out to my partner, Mr. Hanky, man, because you know I feel like you really deserve the recognition, man. People need to know who you are. People need to know that you are a hit maker and that you stand here hit for hit, toe to toe with any producer that has ever touched one of them boards, man. That's what I want the world to know.
And see, this is the truth of the matter. Like, the reason why I keep myself to a certain level, man, because if I ever really start turning up, they gonna hate me like Kanye.
Yeah.
That's the level it's gonna be on.
I mean, you got, as long as you dressed, you know, as long as you don't go crazy with the dress code, you know what I'm saying?
I ain't coming out with no kilts or nothing like that, but nah.
You know, as long as you ain't walking around in no motherfucking high heels and shit.
But you gotta understand, man, like the level of work that I've done, man, like it really offends people at times, you know, because and I don't care, but at the end of the day, that's what it's gonna be on. So yeah.
Are you still working with Kissy Lee?
Kissy's doing her own thing. Like, we still cool and everything. She got she got a reality show that she's on with Kiki Wyatt.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So
they
she's
are
doing
friends,
she's doing a whole TV thing right now, and I think she's doing like some credit, financial literacy type thing too now. Right now, she's still recording, but not necessarily the same way she was.
Oh, that's dope, man. That's dope.
Yeah. She done kind of involved into like a
You
business.
got a hell of a catalog.
Yeah, she's like on the businesswoman type thing now. So shout out to her.
She bossed out. Shout out to Kissy Lee.
Yeah, you gonna have her on here?
Yeah, I'm gonna reach out to her.
Yeah,
man.
reach out to her.
Yeah, I'm gonna reach out to her. I'm gonna reach out to her.
Yeah.
All right, that'll conclude Design on My Shoe podcast with Goldmouf episode 3. Thank you. Stay tuned in. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. You already know what it is.
Moment is legendary, from rap to a drug.